TAFE Radio, your campus, your station, your voice. We are here at South by Southwest here in the ICC in Sydney. Jackson and Liam, that's us.
Hello, how are you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. It's a very busy day today, a lot of people around, and we have a very special guest here with us. Dr. Kate Renshaw, play psychotherapist. How are you, Kate?
I'm very good. It's great to be here.
Well, do you want to describe what you do as a play psychotherapist?
I know, it's a bit of a mouthful. So in my work in therapy, I work with children, families, and even educators and beyond. So it's a paediatric mental health profession that supports children with both their mental health, their development, and their holistic well-being. So I do some clinical work, but because I've been trained and practicing for a long time, I actually do. I've done my research, so I did my PhD research, and I am a speaker and an author and a advocate for play in unusual spaces like this.
Right, that's very interesting. Now it's such a pleasure to have you with us. I just wanted you to go through sort of like how does sort of play help people process through traumas and stuff like that?
Yeah, so the more we've found about neuroscience, this has helped us answer this question scientifically, but people rarely know that play therapy has actually been around since the 1940s. This is not a new profession. Surprise.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so often, and we're finding this with a lot of First Nations wisdom around healing, that some practices have been around and as humans we know it works. And then now we're kind of scientifically backing up a lot of these practices. So neuroscience has told us that the brain develops from the bottom up and that children actually take until 25 years plus to reach full maturity. And play allows connection into all aspects of the brain, and it also allows for a playful relationship to be part of the healing. And so all of the relationship-based therapies, we enhance that somatically in body-based movement, play, and with lots of different resources to help children access things that they might be needing to process, work through, make sense of, or even release out of their body. You know, like a bit of a, whew, that feels better.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Many adults see play as a childish or distracting.
Yeah.
What science proves that it's actually worthwhile to play?
Well, a very well-known psychiatrist out there in the world, Dr. Daniel Siegel, once said, play is to the mind what oxygen is to the body.
That's a very good saying. That's
right?
a very good phrase, yeah.
So I think some adults like to think that they have this amazing adult brain that knows everything.
You know, they know everything.
Right?
They're adults. They've lived longer.
However, we might challenge that a little bit and bust that because children have a lot of wisdom in their development and in the brain's process of maturation. And I think we can learn a lot from children. And children are often quite natural at leaning into play. As we get older, and sometimes when children enter school, the systems around them give them messages that it's time to actually put that away.
It's time to lock
time
in.
to do the real work,
Yeah,
right?
stop playing around.
However, science is telling us that play is the real work. And playful relationships is also the real work.
You need to play. You can't just lock in the whole time and focus on one thing. You got to have some fun around.
Exactly. And so in adult life, we're finding increasing burnout, increasing mental ill health. This is actually telling us that as a society, we are depriving ourselves of a wellspring of nourishing of self, which we can find in play. So in adulthood, play can look a little bit different. You can actually go and do a play quiz to find your play style as an adult through the National Institute of Play in the US. And that comes from Dr. Stuart Brown's research, where he found that complex criminals in the US imprisonment system had deprivation of play in childhood. And what we can do about that is add play in various forms into our adult life. And that could be a playful exchange. That could be a moment of laughter or joy. But we need to recognise
something simple.
It can
be
something.
Doesn't have to be in depth or advanced. It just can be something really simple and playful.
If you feel like you are enjoying something and it's pleasurable, if you find yourself losing track of time, you are probably in a state of play.
Okay, so me playing baseball as a hobby on the side and I'm losing track of time, that's good.
That is good. If it becomes a bit competitive or rule-based, we could then debate the theory of play. because play does have to be for
It has to be free.
Yes, you need a little bit of freedom to play. So you going and hitting baseballs for the fun of it
That's good.
Into a net, that might be more closely to that definition of play.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, Kate. That was very, very insightful. I hope we can all get a bit more play back into our lives.
That could be our challenge.
That could be our
That's
challenge.
our challenge for the day. Get more play.
Yeah. I want
This
everyone
week.
to do one playful thing today and see how you feel.
I love that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kate.